My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I am under attack by people practicing Scientology. They are both government officials and civilians. 12 to 13 years ago, someone installed devices in my brain. I don't know how, where they came from, or I can't prove it. I don't have the evidence to come to it. I started hearing things and seeing things. I started hearing voices and seeing things, organisms in another dimension. It's Scientology. They use technology to see the outer dimensions and drive organisms. They are addicted to reading my mind. Scientology also gives you telepathy. You can read each other's minds. They are addicted to reading mine because I'm an author, a creative. I wrote Crazy Bird Comics, the ECA. I've been abducted, kidnapped. They harass me constantly. They make me hear their voices. And they assault me using worms, vortex. They are trying to create this narrative where I'm a bad person, where I've committed crimes, which gives them an excuse to torture me to death. They are very religious. They are creating this narrative where I'm also a savior. They call me Saint Christopher because my intellectual property talks about saving the planet, talks about Native Americans. Yes, I'm in a hive mind. They put me in a hive mind 12 years ago. Some of them are mean, hostile. They want, they cause chaos in my life. They can also drive surrogates, drive people. I'm bad sick. I'm suffering from organ damage and brain damage. Some of them are helping me and some of them are hurting me. A bunch of people have gotten hurt. These people are addicted to practicing Scientology on people. And the government is using Scientology technologies to spy on people. I have to make these videos to change their behavior. They get evil. This technology is making everybody sick. They are psychotic and delusional. They dwell on negative things constantly, especially their violent behavior towards me. Some of them are treating it like a religion. They do seances in which they assault me. Some of them are treating it like I'm a criminal and they're killing me for crimes that I've committed. But I'm not. It's a lie. Some of them are just stealing my intellectual property. They're just sitting here reading my mind, stealing my intellectual property. They're making a snuff film. The same people that communicated with me 12 years ago are here doing it now. And your crimes are all after the fact and they're drug related anyway. These people messed with my doctors. I've been on medicine most of my life. They even messed with my doctors. They hurt everybody around me. They mess with my family, my friends, my community. They put gear in people's heads. Yes, they do, and try to control them. You put gear in people's heads and try to control them. Surrogate making. People they're attracted to. They're human traffickers. And that's not getting into their extra dimensional behavior. Humans have biology in the extra dimensions. Yet we have upper dimensional biology. We can't see. We utilize this biology to have an afterlife. We live after death in the upper dimensions. They take these biologies from people. They cut them off of them. It's made to cleave. So when you die, your third dimensional can stay on Earth, and your upper dimensions go into outer space. They steal these biologies from people to create surrogates, biologies that can be driven. Oh, fear bitch. They're responsible for so much bad behavior on Earth. Them and the surrogates. Your technology and techniques are making people sick, psychologically and physically. It looks like someone on drugs because you stimulate their neurology, you stimulate their brains using technology. And it appears some of y'all are abusing substances too. This hive mind is sick. They kidnapped me because they see me writing on Facebook because of things I said on Facebook. I'm a a political activist. I used to be a religious activist. I engage in science and politics. Someone seen me having a debate on Facebook, decided to put gear in my head, technology. Then the government came along and did it. They installed devices too, but they told me they did it. Or they gave me a hint. I can't believe the government is letting this happen. I was saying crimes. It's an excuse for you to practice Scientology on me. I was not accused of doing anything before you came along. All the stuff you said on Facebook. This is illegal as fuck. They can't make you hear voices, Chris. And they sure as fuck can't kill you. Now it's a weapon of mass destruction on American soil. Well, they're getting rich off your intellectual property, and they say your thoughts are wonderful. Yes, I sit here and write in my head. I wrote Crazy Bird Comics, a Native American warrior. First mock up, he was a cyborg. I wanted to discuss technologies and environmental issues. I put that on hiatus because I've been writing the ECA mainly because that's the most important goal I have. The Environmental Creation Agency or Environmental Control Agency is a government agency designed to control our environments to increase quality of life and help us evolve all life on the planet. All organisms on the planet receive divine currency, buffalo dollars. The ECA is an agency composed of cabinets that refer to each aspect of our reality, such as education, medicine, communication, housing. They approve the spending of life credits, buffalo dollars, or divine currency. And once a transaction is made, it converts to real currency. So that is how we print money. Instead of using a debt-based system, we print money backed by the amount of life on the planet and the quality of that life. The people in these cabinets have high IQs. There's IQ and morality requirements to be able to work for the ECA. They have to be highly trained, doctorates preferably, like 180 plus. Yes, and then there's a head council. And I said one guy does it, but bring all their paperwork to the head office for approval. I call it design code. Those are the origins. I don't like that idea anymore because God is not qualified. Or Scientology's idea of God. Say that. Well, it's true. You're violent and you're not very intelligent. People up there calling themselves God. And these Scientologists are calling themselves God. I wrote another story, and that's where it came from. That's part of my intellectual property. They said they're going to steal it and save the world. They are trying to control many people on the planet with this technology. Some people practice it willingly. Other people don't have a choice. People of interest, politicians, actors, they get abducted or kidnapped, so to speak. That's why they give us flow states. They try to make it feel good. So we like it. Getting a death threat. Let's say my kidneys look good. On the other hand, just post it. You got her kidnapped, abducted. Whenever I was young, it was hostile from the start. It was controlling. First contact, they controlled me, tried to control me, told me what to do, tried to tell me what to do. Then the government came. It was so negative. Talked so much shit to me for no reason. One of them did. One of them was nice. Those people were like, oh, leave him alone. Stop doing this. They assimilated me into a high five. They said I've had every kind of gear they got because he's a genius. That's all he does is sit around and think about stuff like that. Or think about girls, or drinking beer, or eating food. Sometimes I do comedy acts in my head, just try to make myself laugh. I think find things funny. I think about my intellectual property, write stories, actually trying to write the ECA, figuring out what life on this planet needs and how to get it to them. Like smart houses. I've actually wrote the ECA, or a lot of it. They keep giving me death threats. My ears are ringing all the time, constantly, and they torture me nonstop with objects and worms. They are driving third dimensional worms through my biology. It's turned into this sick, disgusting, body snatching, vortex driving, torture, harassment fest. Glad you feel good. They use any excuse they can to torture me to death. And they're also planning my afterlife. Apparently, according to them, whenever this extra dimensional biology is removed from a person, you are still in it. You are still experiencing the environment that biology goes through. So they could literally send people to hell, pull their biologies off, and put it down a hole. They call it a hole in space time, or set it up in a way where it's being tortured, lock it out of entropy. The humans lost their right to participate a long time ago. Or is there aliens? I don't have the evidence to come to that conclusion. They look like aliens, but they have human eyes, the ones I've seen. From also what they said, the human genome produces anunnakis as an extra dimensional biology. A humanoid with horns that flies through outer space, breathing fire. That's exactly what it looks like because of light transfer. Our biologies transfer light from this place to the upper dimensions, as far as I know. Well, now they're victim shaming me. And have you committed crimes? Have you committed crimes? What was your excuse before that happened? You was a genius. You was a person of interest. And that's it. Not violent. You're just getting in people's way on Facebook. He participated in politics and religion and shit on Facebook. And Scientology abducted him. And here comes the government. What's the government have to say about this? They're trying to make the case. Like they're making a court case for me. Say they're on my side. Then one of them is trying to, some of them are trying to set up. It's like 50-50 now. These people are making a case and these people are trying to set you up. Oh, they said you did all kinds of horrible things and you're a bad person. They are addicted to people's biologies. These Scientologists are. They are addicted because they can drive them, I guess. They can feel what we feel. They can experience you in your biology. They're fucking facts. Shut up. You wasn't ever finished your intellectual property. You got another cow on your ass right now. You know there's horns. There's aliens and there's bugs. They grow organisms in outer space also, or grow them together. Now that's alien. They take genetics from one organism and mix them with genetics from another organism. All he needs is a good spleen and a set of eyes, body snatch, for surrogate purpose. You know what the government's going to say after all this is done? Well, the aliens, they eat us. Got ate by an alien. What can we say? They're making a lot of money off of this. Aliens don't eat you. What their constituents do. I want you to post this. I've been assaulted majorly. Holes all in my brain and in my organs. They assault my nerves, my nervous system. Assault right off the bat. It's not as hot. They're extremely hostile. What the fuck? They're religious music. So was Obama. Yeah, they seen Scientology. They seen heaven. Now they're making it real religious. They're going after Scientologists for doing this to kids. I've seen them. If he finds you attractive, he's going to do it to you, Chris. You better not let yourself get seen in public or on Facebook or anything. These are hard times. They're doing everybody. Because I've been walking around looking at people's biologies. None of them got it anymore. Everybody's missing body parts. Every one of them's missing body. That's what I call it. I think there's a place in the universe where all matter touches, where all points in the universe converge. In this place, the past, the present, and the future are all happening at the same time. That's what physics tells us. That's how quantum entanglement is possible, where spooky action at a distance, where one electron can doing something to one electron affects the other one. That's how that exists. Because a place, a part of our universe, there's no space in it. We have space in this part of our universe. There's space in between particles. In that part of the universe, there's no space. But objects can still move around in it. I don't know the exact science. Just they exist where the past, the present, and future all happen at the same time. These people are in the third dimension also. They have cleaved their biology and now they inhabit multiple areas of our universe at the same time or at a time. They can go up there or go over here. That's where Anunnaki is. There's also the upper dimensions. Yes. What are we going to do now, Chris? This is all I can do. I've contacted the Navy, contacted the FBI, the police, internal affairs, the CDC. Now they're victim shaming me. That hurts. That's assault. That's assault. That's assault. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Get off my property. Get off of my property. They're going to torture me to death. Steal my intellectual property. Make billions of dollars. These kids are insane. You're for that. They're making them go crazy. They're definitely altering his behavior. You can't do that. Due process of the law. Due process of the law. They caught you doing mentalist shit. Menial shit. Now they're going to make a big deal about it. They hurt me for everything. They're making it look like my consumption is bad for them. They actually hurt themselves with my consumption because somehow my particles, it's like a particle accelerator. Whenever I consume food, it shoots out of me, goes somewhere else. That means you've been cleaved. And they use it to hurt themselves and then call me an enemy, call me a bad person. You took a bunch of them down, staged. They seen this right off the bat. That's why they're mad at you. They can see the future. They seen them torturing you to death and getting in trouble for it. Now they're all up here trying to make an excuse of why it happened. Well, he did this and he did that. Because some of these people are addicted to me. That is what's the problem. Badass. We do it for the homeless to everybody too, don't we? Yep. Every human gets a house, a cell phone. This house it has to be approved by the ECA. It has to be the best of the best we possibly can. Mil spec. I call it Lakota approved or God approved. Oh, fuck. Practicing Scientology on them. A bunch of kids are doing it. Government officials, rich people, and their children. These are government officials, rich people, and their children, all practicing Scientology. They try to control the world doing it. They got to have a Scientologist in every aspect of our reality. And all the big businesses, government agencies, the military, they all have to have Scientologists in them in order to make these people happy. Marketing agencies. big business owners, tech companies. Why the fuck? Why is it being assaulted? Some of them are addicted to it. Somehow they are experiencing elevated levels of dopamine. It is causing psychosis and delusions. And I think their technology is also altering their cognitive function. And I think it stems from body snatching or body modification. These Scientologists modify their biology in order to induce flow states or to see things or to be able to experience the upper dimensions. Really smart. Why is the person of interest? Oh, you see what he did to our government. I was fighting the good fight. I'm not violent. You won. You won some things. I participated in our government, using mostly social media. I had a large following. That's how they got you. That's how they found you. Then they'll put gear in his head and the whole world shut down. But he's a genius. Look how smart he is. My intellectual property was never supposed to be public. Y'all forced me to tell the world what was going on. And that included my works of literature. That's the case. They're all on drugs. These y'all clacked out Scientology. Delusional motherfuckers. Oh, now they're all religious. Shit. Well, he's our St. Christopher. He's Christ-like. He's a savant. They don't know how smart you are, Chris. I'm not that smart. I just know a little bit about everything and a lot about my chosen field of study, manufacturing. I'm a tool maker by trade. I used to make weapons for the military and the public, less lethal munitions, like rubber bullets, tear gas, made deterrence flares for the military, did illumination, riot control stuff, all less lethal munitions. That's what I was doing when they found me. Can't do that with a bunch of people on board. The government should not allow civilians to invade their operations. And you definitely shouldn't allow civilians to invade a person's life, a person's privacy. You got kids in your head too, yeah. Civilians and government officials are all on a phone service that I'm on. You see Anunnakis and shit. Yeah. And aliens. I used to. They tortured me in that area of the brain and the eyes that allow you to see. Their elevated neurochemistry exacerbates psychological issues like psychosis, jealousy, and greed, and machoism, and irritability, and love. They love each other a lot because they induce neurochemistry, makes them affectionate towards one another. This technology that y'all are using is making us sick. Everybody's sick, both both psychologically and physically. Y'all have brain damage, or we have brain damage. Jeff left. Scientology abducted these guys. They don't like it when I smoke weed, but they're usually against it sometimes. Behavior biology set up in a bad way. We're using life-saving tech to keep you alive. Should have went to the sauna. Never gonna do it again. This is so fucked up. That's why they got to come up with a good criminal story. Get them off the hook. Torture. You didn't like it. You didn't accept our advances. This is going part of his intellectual property. You don't know it, but space aliens got your back. Look at this poor Nunakai's like, delusional. And I committed a crime, so it's going to give them the excuse to torture me to death, to read my thoughts, and steal my intellectual property. They were here before they seen me using drugs. I've only done it sparingly. Okay, and so backed out, pissed off and sick his whole life. You're in a hive mind. Government's like, what the fuck? Well, he's told the FBI, the CIA, and the military, this stupid bitch is getting off the hook for this. She did this to you at an early age. That's what she thinks. Fuck this. Y'all gonna keep her off the hook. They're going to hell. We got their afterlives. They say they can make you experience hell after death. You stupid bitch. She's still going at it. Well, he did this or he did that. He did this. Due process. Due process of the law. Most of it's lies. They're telling me they committed murder to try to set me up. It wasn't me. People have come forth, said that wasn't so. That's what the military does. Like, here's the story, like it or not, take it. They're the ones torturing you most because they fed you war tech, Chris. Try to get you off the phone because he knows too much. He knows about our technology now. Now the public's going to know about it. Civilians made first contact. Then it was the government. They hurt my eyes. They made me feel a lot of pain in my eyes. And I know now they were either taking my eye nerves or inserting biology or inserting devices in my brain, in my eyes. Y'all on board when that happened? You're not going out for murder. They're saying drug use is a drug. So it hurts my eyes. Get the fuck away from me. These people in Scientology have created an upper dimensional organism, which they call God. He's a human practicing Scientology. He's the biggest. He's got all the military tech. All these people involved worship him. Even the government and the military. They worship this big organism and let him do whatever he wants to do. He's addicted to biologies. body snatching. He's just got to have mine. They got to have the part of my brain that allows me to be articulate. They want to be able to create like I do. It's an upper dimensional part of my biology. They're definitely tapped into it. They can see everything it does. They can read my thoughts, see the images in my mind. They can even produce images in my mind. When you're hearing shit and seeing shit, they're coming down. It's been a long time coming, boy. Now he's still sitting there. He tortures this motherfucker. Talks so much shit to him. Runs another worm through his brain. Says, because you committed a crime. And then he does it again. This guy's driving down the road, can't see shit. Is he? He does it constantly, no matter where he goes. I went to Tupelo last night. They followed me there. I run from them constantly. Off the hook. I can't do this to you. I've got due process of the law. Stop talking to me. So it's life support. Hey, they're going to assault you where you ain't got life support. That's what he just said. No, because you're not responsible for any of this shit. They are. You can't do this to people. You can't make him hear your voice, see things, and be hostile to him his whole life. You wanted something bad to happen. Everybody around him's going crazy. Everybody around this motherfucker acts weird. Hearing voices or something. They made everybody else around me see things and hear voices too. My entire life, my family, my community. You do not have the right to do this to us. Now he's trying to create some story that gets him off the hook of being violent. He is extremely violent, won't stop. And it's all directed towards getting him off the hook. This is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. Then something bad happens. He's like, oh, I'm going to get you for that too. They tortured me and harassed me until something bad happens. Making a person hear voices is assault. It's verbal assault, verbal abuse. There was no excuse for you to put devices in my brain to make. There was no excuse for you to assimilate me into a hive mind. I do not want to deal with your psychological issues. They are family. These people are my family. They have abducted me, kidnapped me for the last 13 years. We live together. They talk to me constantly and they assault me constantly. They try to control my biology. They are controlling me, trying to. You control? Yes, he was. He got surrogate status. Super fucked. So I was sitting here before I made this video, trying to put my thoughts together about what I was going to say. They assaulted my neurology again. They reduced my flow states. They reduced my neurochemistry, or made me not be able to feel it. Then they assaulted my nervous system, tried to make me sick because they got scared that I was going to present or create some evidence, which got them in trouble. Now the military's going. It's not logical. Your narrative is not logical. No, it's not. You can't invade someone's home. You can't make people hear voices. You can't assault someone over and over and over and over again without due process of the law. Even with due process of the law, there are standards that you have to adhere to. You have to have a judge, jury, prosecutor, and an executioner. It all has to be done within the law. Bad behavior all around. They're breaking the law. Yes. People around you are going crazy too. They got to get this done, don't they? They're doing it to my animals. They said they're going to kill my animals, my father, and then go after the rest of my family. That's what they're telling me. Too stupid to figure it out, Chris. They're trying to cover up Scientology used by the government. They're using this on everybody. See what these body snatchers do. They're putting it in kids and their family and everybody. They assault me over and over and over and over again. Now they're trying to pass a narrative that gets them off the hook. Except for that vaping, you can get assaulted too. That I have a right to smoke. I have a right to ingest nicotine products. Yes, I do. Especially because I'm stressed and I'm mad. It helps. Get off my property. It's Obama. Obama's trying to get you off the hook. Every little thing you do. Not doing anything wrong. They're on the hook, Chris. They modified your biology, caused you dysfunction, sickness, both psychologically and physically. You're not wanted for violent crimes. You're not wanted for anything. Y'all got offended over something I said on Facebook and assimilated me into a hive mind just so you could assert your opinion on me. That was the first thing they did. Well, first, they try to control me, and I will start naming names later. People try to control me, and then people came to me asserting their opinion about religion and politics because that's what I discussed mostly on Facebook. Then the government came. Half of them were being assholes. Guess that's just the way they're programmed. Some of them were nice. They kept telling everybody to leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's tough. He knows too much about our society. Oh, this is getting good. They're about to expose the truth. How the government listens in on our conversations. It's not your cell phones. They put devices in your brain. They should take body parts. According to them, they can take pieces of your eye nerves and somehow see what you see because we are still connected to our biologies, our extra dimensional biologies. They can take that piece out of our eyes and see what we see. Y'all skull fuck them with technology over and over and over again. Get every little piece of the puzzle about what makes him crazy bird. How he can do what he do and why you can't. Goddamn quack. You should see their biologies, Chris. They're all being held up in the sky by nanotech. They ain't even in them. You gotta go get him. Yeah, that's him. Shut up. Make it all go away. You got surrogate status. They can drive people and control them. Control what you do, nigga. They wanted you to go off the deep end so they can get away with it. All the harassment and the coercion. Coercion, yes, many times. Y'all are sick. That's what you tell them. Y'all are sick. Delusional and psychotic. Everybody's so stressed out about this. That changed their behavior. They were down here doing seances on me when I started making this video. They make little skits. So we're going to hit them here, and then here, haha, and then hit them here. And it's going to make us feel so good because we're on dopamine, getting the flow state. They'll turn off this video and they're going to start doing it again. I know. Well, if it's wanted by the FBI, go get them. Not really wanted per se. We just want to kill them. We want the right to kill them, and that's it. They're fixing to go away. I've also uncovered that the marketing companies are also doing this to us. They're utilizing this technology and these techniques to invade the privacy of many, many people. They take millions or thousands or millions of people or more so they can invade your privacy and try to sell you things. They do this to me all the time using internet ads, TV commercials. People are about to get tailor made media ads. This technology is highly invasive. It causes dysfunction. It makes us sick. Well, they're going to do it too. The FBI uses it. So he's like a person of interest. He's not really wanted for anything. That's the way it started. Always still is. He's our little pretty poo. Everybody in the government's laughing. Come get us, Chris. Come to us, child. I tried to get him to come get me. The FBI and the CIA and the cops. I'm not wanted for anything. Nobody says anything to me. We don't do upper dimensions in the third dimension. It's still classified. That's why they want you dead. All this classified information. I tried to keep it secret. Y'all became violent. You brought my family into this. This is my only recourse, is to tell people. So at least if something happens to me, they can have some knowledge about what's going on. They're evil. They're planning on killing half the human race. You know, they discussed the coronavirus with me before it happened. They plan on killing a bunch of people with worms. One of them saying they had to come up with some kind of reason to excuse their violent behavior. They're violent towards many people. They kill people and they want to make a living at it because they have fun doing it. The military and some of these government officials,